If you plan to travel to Amsterdam, whether you're moving here or you're a visitor, at some point there is a really good chance that you'll be going through Amsterdam Central Station. And like any major transportation hub, it can be chaotic, confusing, and wandering around lost is not fun. So I want to get you from A to B as quickly as possible. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the different entrances of the station, the various passageways, public transport, and some useful points of reference. This is going to be jam-packed. I'm excited for this video. Let's get into this. The best way to understand this station is to first look at it from above. With the main entrance, this is where you see that impressive red brick facade, and from here you can walk straight into the city. This is the busiest side of the station, and it is referred to as the Cityside or the center side. The signage within the station refers to this side as Centrum. The opposite side of the station fronts onto the River Eye, and this is where you can get a ferry. In English, it's referred to as the riverside or even the backside of the station, and in Dutch, the signage will say iamsterdam. The west entrance is the second busiest entrance of the station. This is where you'll see taxi stands and also the ferries. There's also a tunnel just outside that entrance for pedestrians and bikes, which connects Riverside to Cityside and vice versa. The word west is spelt the same in English and Dutch, and this is what you'll see on signage in the station. The east entrance is one that I haven't used a great deal, and it's a lot quieter than all of the other entrances. I have been dropped off here by taxi a couple of times, and there are also tram tracks here. Now, all the trams, they normally leave from the city side of the station, but occasionally they do get rerouted here. So if someone tells you to get the tram from the back side of the station, they actually mean the east entrance. And in terms of signage in the station, you need to look for the Dutch word oost. Passageways or tunnels or corridors, whatever you want to call them. Basically, there are two types at Amsterdam Central Station. There is a retail corridor or a train corridor. Now, a retail corridor will have shops selling things like toiletries or gifts, whereas a train corridor is where you access the train platforms. And in addition to that, there will also be like these small kiosks selling things like snacks, magazines, all those sort of items that you would quickly need to grab before getting onto the train. Looking at the plan from left to right, the corridors go like this. Train, retail, but right now the Amstel passage is closed. Train, retail, and train. All the train corridors have ticket barriers, so you can only gain access with either a OV chip card or a train ticket. Retail corridors do not have any ticket barriers, so you can walk straight through. If you're getting any value from this video, please could you do me a favor and hit that like button, as it will really help this channel grow. Thank you so much. To access the metro, you need to drop down one level, and from the city side, you can access lines 51, 52, 53, and 54. From the riverside, it is best to access just line 52. Buses are only available via the riverside, and once you get there, you need to go up one level. Platforms are accessible via the train corridors, and it's also good to watch out for whether your platform is followed by an A or a B, because this will dictate which part of the platform you need to be on. Trams are located on the city side, and as you come out of the station, you will see trams on your left and your right, so it's best to check the little screen which will tell you which tram stop you need. For the ferries, these are all riverside of the station. For ferries F3 and F4, it's best to exit from the west entrance. And if you're taking ferry F2, it's best to go for the east entrance. There are also a few places outside of the train corridors which are a little bit bigger and a little bit calmer as well. Along the riverside, there's a small stretch there, including places like Wagamama's and Starbucks. And on the city side, if you go up one level, there are two options there, and I've made a separate video about this, which I will link to above and below. There is unfortunately a lack of toilets at Amsterdam Central Station. If you're taking the train and you've already gone through the ticket barriers, there are toilets near platforms 1 and 2. Alternatively, outside of the gates, there are more toilets near the west entrance, but be warned, these get crowded really quickly, and I've seen some insane queues there. This is located Cityside and it's beyond the ticket barriers, so you will need either an OV chip card or a train ticket to get through. You can choose between a small or a large locker, and for the first 24 hours, the small one costs €8.50, whilst the large one costs €11.50. This is located Riverside and it's where you can pick up the iAmsterdam City card, but also other things like maps and gifts. It is a good place to head to if you need advice about Amsterdam. There is one located next to the west entrance and they also have a doctor on site. This is located just outside the station on the city side in a sort of white, old-fashioned looking building. So thank you so much for watching. Until next time, goodbye.